Greetings YouTube, it's Matt from the Green Arcade. We're back in this big, beautiful harvest. We're harvesting everything. Beans, mainly beans. We're doing cotton too right now. Doing a lot of contracts right now too. Had some contracts on some fields that we're going to be interested in acquiring in the future. These over here. Looking at those. Trying to finish up some of those contracts there. Had some wheating contracts there. Got barley and wheat over there. Got barley in that one. Gonna hit that one in a minute. Doing a plowing contract down here. Gonna make about just a little shy of 100 grand down there. Doing a cultivating contract north of there. We did a plowing contract up there. So yeah. And then we got all this to harvest. We're doing the cotton up there right now. Got all this to harvest. But for right now, we're down here. This guy should be getting over there to that main part of what's left of the beans down here. I think I want to go get the fertilizing rig. This is one of them. I remember the other tractor, the 6M's on the baler. I'll just leave it there. I'll just run this guy back down south and get him started on fertilizing some of those fields, and then maybe taking the plow down there too, getting it going. I'll head down to the rice field down there. Harvested the rice and the long grain rice. So this is, somebody was asking about field prep yesterday. This is how we do it. We'll harvest a field, go in and immediately throw down some solid fur on it, and then we'll plow that into the ground. And then it should be ready to plant next time around. You can cultivate it if you want to. It's not really a necessary step. Morning, Big Al. How's it going? And then when the time does roll around to plant it with something again, we'll plant it, and then it should apply the second stage of fert with the sowing or the planting. As long as that planting rig has that ability. If not, you can always just spray it after that. Let's see, I'm trying to get my bearings here. I need to go south. Does that field have weeds in it? It does have weeds in it. I don't remember that one having weeds in it. I guess it does. Yeah, oh well. We'll lose a little yield there because of the weeds. I thought we sprayed that one. Let's see. Nope, I'm supposed to turn right there. Well, you know what? I can go cross tracks. There's another road over here. I can get there from here too. Weeds have grown up around them. Yeah, we just finished that harvest back in, when was that? August or September? That's when we cut them. There's a lot of straw out there that we haven't even baled yet. So, we gotta work on that. Alright, so putting down... Should be putting down that... well, wow, that's doing second stage. Hang on. This... I forgot about rice. Rice is the exception. So rice keeps that first stage of fert on it. So you don't have to do that the way we normally do it. Okay, so we will have to do this field because these don't. So those fields, probably, yeah, these fields over here, I guess. I think I could go back over there and hit them. One of those is a pea field. I need to plow over there though. I've got this empty area there. I need to do a little bit of smoothing around that to merge these together. And then we need to buy that field and merge all these together. That one's actually fully fertilized, so it's gonna be chopped up a little bit. Park this by the river for now. Good morning, Storms. How's it going? So I guess I could go ahead and plow those fields. It's already got the first stage of fert on there. I can plow them and they'll be ready to plant. And then we'll do the second stage of fert when we plant. I'll probably swap it around a little bit. I'll probably do the long grain rice down on the north side and regular rice down on the south side. Could take the railroad tracks. Hopefully we won't run into the train along the way. Don't try this in real life, kids. This is just for Farming Simulator. Got a bunch of snow. Yeah, Twitchy's been telling us he got a lot of snow. Gotcha. Alright. Don't try this at home, kids. Is that the train in the distance there? I think that's the train in the distance there. I think it is. Maybe. Nope, maybe not. Maybe it is. Yeah, now something's moving. Better my eyes are. Told you I'm terrible. I'm getting old and going blind. What am I seeing down here? Oh, it is a train. I wasn't blind. I saw the wrong train. That's not the train. That's not the train. Oh, what did I hit? Oh, there's just something there. So, query while I'm right here in the middle. Where is the train? Is it on its way? I don't see it anywhere. So I'm gonna say it's clear for at least the next few minutes. I might end up in the river. Whoa. You know what? This might not be a good idea. I'm hitting all these little boxes out here. Trying to take the tracks less traveled. Do not try this at home, kids. Do not. Wouldn't that be cool if somebody modded in one of the railroad trucks? You know, the trucks that have like the steel wheels on them where they can ride the rails? That's what we need. What farm sim needs. I mean, which way do I go? Which way? 2 tracks. Oh no. That bridge is sketchy. Oh man, these cross ties, they do not like my tracks. Like at all. Alright, now we're going. Man, these things, they do not like it. They do not like my tracks, these little crossings. I gotta be careful getting close to them. Ding, 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 ding. Tractor coming across. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Like that scene from Back to the Future where Marty comes back from the Old West. Oh, man. And, everybody's just staring at him as he goes past the railroad crossing. Come on, what am I hitting? Oh, I'm hitting this, guardrail over here. Coming across, nope. If you're gonna do this, do it with a smaller tractor. Can't imagine trying to bring the 9R across there. Coming up on another crossing. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding. That'd be cool if I'd actually set it off. Ding, 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 ding. Ooh, I see some trees I can cut. A lot of trees along the tracks right here. Almost there. I can beat the train there. It's literally like right up here where I gotta go. Right here. Alright, I did not meet the train. So don't try that at home. Ever. Well, that was close. There comes the train right there. You guys almost saw me meet the train. It's a family-friendly stream, not a horror show. Horror show, keep off the tracks. Alright, done with that one. I came down there and hit that other one. There's my heater. And when it's colder, it doesn't make the dying donkey sound. Is that weird? When it's colder, it just kind of... and that's it. When it's not as cold, it makes the dying donkey sounds when it shuts off outside. You can hear it. Sounds like I've got a donkey in my backyard dying. He goes. What map is this again? This is Riverbend Springs 4X by Stevie. You can find all of Stevie's mods and his maps over on his YouTube channel at Stevie FS Mods. He's actually getting ready to release Mod Pack 21, and I want to say he said he's going to release that on the 20th. So that'll be Friday. Is that right? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, or maybe next Saturday. Today's the 14th, right? Yeah, that'd be next Saturday. It'll be this coming Saturday now. So he's going to be releasing his 21st mod pack. It's got some updates for some things, but it's got a lot of new stuff too. Got a Christmas donkey. And if I got a Christmas donkey, he's dying out back because it sounds like he's dying. He's like, ooh, and the heater shuts off. Yeah, this is for PC only. Most of the time, and we can't really say if it's a 4X map or if it's a 16X map. It's not coming to the in-game mod hub, but most of the time the console maps are limited to the standard size maps. I think this is the field right here. Nope, this is not the field. It's the next field. Next one down. Gotta go one more. Past the future roller coaster out there. This field. Alright. See if I can catch this combine, and then I need to go empty fuzzy. Also highly illegal, yeah? I'd say if the police saw you driving a tractor down the railroad tracks, they would probably frown upon that. Yeah, most of the time your European maps are going to be very small. As far as roads and fields and farms and all of that. Can I catch him? Can I catch him? Can I catch him? Is this map on console? No. This map is only on PC. Any of Stevie's maps, whether they're 4X or standard size, are gonna be on PC only. Woo. I think this thing does have some mass to it, because that, I felt a little top heavy there. Can you just use grass to chaff, or got to use other crops? You got to use the other crops. You can't use grass specifically as chaff. You can take grass and like cover it with, like in a silo, like in a fermenting silo. You can dump grass into one of those, like at the biogas plant. And then you can, once you get it enough in there, you can blanket it and cover it. So in a way, it's kind of like chaff, but you actually can't turn chaff directly, or turn grass directly into chaff. Chaff, it has to be, because even if you pick it up with a forage harvester, like a fermenting harvester, it's still going to be picked up as grass. We tried that before. Got to do corn. Corn is the best one. Corn's the best one because it's a higher yield. You can get the headers to do the other crops like barley, wheat, stuff like that if you want to do that. But I think corn has the highest yield. And you can do it before it's ready to harvest. So corn's ready. Normally corn is ready unless you plant it late. It's usually ready in October. So I think September you can forage harvest your corn. Nope, you're wrong, Will. This is a 0. This is a Sun-Kissed Orange Soda 0. I think I like the Crushes better, but I'm okay with the Sun-Kissed. Drinking the same. I got the Sun-Kissed Orange Soda 0, and then I got the Dr. Pepper 0 here. I just saw where they just came out with the Dr. Pepper Cherry Zeros. I've got to try those. I tried the strawberries. Those were good. The cream soda ones, I haven't seen them in a while. As far as like in the zeros, they were okay. And then the blackberry one, I'll be honest, the blackberry Dr. Pepper, it tastes like Dimetap. You guys remember Dimetap back in the day? The children's cough medicine that had the grape kind of flavor to it. It's got that kind of wang to it. So that's what Dr. Pepper Blackberry tastes to me. The zeros anyway. Every once in a while, Sean, I'll have a root beer. But no, I'm not a big like beer drinker. Mm-mm. Every once in a while, I'll get a hankering for a nice ice cold root beer or root beer float. Yeah, like a good root beer float. I remember having the root beer floats and the Dr. Pepper floats from back in the day when Sonic used to have the the cups, like the plastic cups they would sell, and then it was shaped so that they could put a scoop of ice cream in the top, and the top part was like it was wider at the top so they could fit like a big scoop of the vanilla ice cream in it. And then what they would do is they'd pour the root beer or the Dr. Pepper over the ice cream and let that cover the ice cream scoop, and then it would kind of go under it and fill up the bottom cylinder, and then it would cause the what's left of the ice cream that didn't melt away to float up, and it would still hold the ice cream up on top. Those were the days. Those were really good. Making you thirsty? Haven't had a hot fudge sundae from there in a long time. That does sound good too. Or go to Taco Bell and get a Baja Blast. See, it's October now. I'm gonna let him mow again over here. I think I am gonna need this truck. Boy, them pigs, man. They make the noise. We got Peggy, and then we got Chris. Mr. Chris P. Bacon. Get some fuel while I'm here. Orange float. I've never had an orange soda float. That sounds good. I bet it's like a sherbet push-up. remember the Flintstones sherbet push-up pops. Those were the best. We used to have a little country general store when I was growing up, and it was, you could get anything in there. You could get ice cream, sandwiches, push-up pops. They had, you could get fishing bait in there. You could get hardware stuff in there. You could, you name it, they had it. And it wasn't a huge store. It was just one of those little small country general mom and pop stores. And if they didn't have it, they could get it. No, you're good. Not like you're gonna get full or anything on me here. Dude, I heard like this bug or something, and I'm looking all around my room here. It's in the game. It's like a bug. I don't know what it was, like a cicada or something. He's going like or something. I was like, what? Cultivating is just about done. Plow should be getting there. Not this one. This one. Should be in there. This would be almost $100,000 payout right here. Okay, I gotta try something. I've got the time. If you've got the money, honey, I've got the time. Again, disclaimer, don't try this in real life, kids. Let me take let me quickly take out some life insurance on you. I think it's still coming. It's out there in the fog somewhere. Question is, can we get on the barges and ride them? It is still coming, right? I know it was moving super slow, but I'm waiting for it to emerge out of the fog here. I don't see it yet. Yeah, that's gonna help. Should be coming. Unless it like despawned or something. Did they do that? Did they despawn? Nope, there he is. Yeah, he's still going. Just being slow about it. Well, tell you what. Yay! Okay. Now it's time to go back. Yeah, I think I ran too fast. I run like Forrest Gump. That day on, if I was going somewhere, I was running. Lieutenant Dan, there's the barge. This might not be a good idea. Even for farm sim standards. Because I don't know if the barge is a collidable. It looks like it is. Question is, will I be able to stay on it and not move? Or will it slide out from under me like, you know, when you try to ride the train, you can get on it, but it slides out from under you as it's going? You better start turning. You're gonna run aground, bro. Turn. Hopefully he just goes right under me here. Alright, moment of truth. Hey, it is. But he is sliding out from under me. Wonder if I kinda, is this collidable back here? Nope. You slide up and over. That is not collidable. Neither is that. You just slide up and over. Kind of reminds me of that scene from Teen Wolf, you know, where he's riding on top of the van car surfing, you know? If everybody had a river with a river barge, then everybody'd be surfing like the well-known Large Marge. Well, you can get on the barge, but you can't float down the river with the barge. Kinda can. But not really. Alright. Nearer I go to thee. I'm going down off the stern. The bow, not the bow, the stern. I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go. All right. I think everybody's done out there too as far as contracts go. Yep, got all the contracts done. So we got some money. Not enough probably to do anything though. Nah, not really. The insurance quote was rejected. Apparently you are too high risk for their books. You know what the next goal is? Getting up on one of those things. Seeing if you can get on. I bet it's like the barge. You probably can maybe get on it if it's collidable. Wonder if I can see one in flight mode here. I'm looking for one. I don't know if you can see them in flight mode. Oh, there's one. Alright, so now to find out if it's collidable, I'm gonna say no, that it's not collidable. I don't see the thing on it. AI worker finished their task. Who's out there still working? Yeah, those are not collidable. If it was a collidable, it'd have a yellow box on it. Kind of like that right there. Who's the AI worker? Not that guy. And I know it's not the other guy. Not that guy. I hear another barge. Not that guy. Oh, you know what? Maybe it was one. Maybe the contract was finished, and then he just rolled on down the field and then he quit. That might have been it. Not that guy. That's probably what it was. Oh no, it was this guy. This guy was mowing. You know what that reminds me? While I've got a little time. need to do a little work. I need to use that, what was that mod? The perfect edge. Need to use the perfect edge mod here. Mouse over here activated. There we go. That locked in. Right, now make that just a little bigger. And honestly, what I'm probably planning on doing is expanding the yard out this way, maybe just a little bit. So this will probably become gravel, but for right now, I'll just paint a little of this grass in there. All right. Good, nice and straight line there on the top edge now. Oh, this guy finished there too. Good morning, Bravo Chick. How's it going? Doing pretty good. We're full swing into harvest. Harvesting the beans, well, mainly just beans so far. Got beans, well, got cotton going up there up north. And then, gotta do some corn later at some point. What is the purpose of the grain dryer? Does it increase the yield or something? You get higher prices. Yeah, you get paid more per, yeah. Well, yeah, per your crop, per liter, yeah. So, yeah, if you put the corn, or not corn dryer, well, it is a corn dryer. If you put the dryer, we have the AGI dryer is what we use. So go to, let's see here, installed mods. There we go. So there's the AGI dryer. Can I look at it? No, can't look at it. It does come with the tanks though. You put this AGI dryer in there, and then we also use the other thing for propane. I think it's down here at the bottom. Yeah, we use that right there. It's basically like our little refinery, so it does diesel, propane, and water. Just put propane in that AGI dryer, and you can dry corn, you can dry wheat, you can dry barley, canola, soybeans, sunflower, I think. You know what? Let me just go look at it. Hang on, not that one. Down here somewhere over the rainbow. So yeah, there's the refinery thing. So that does the diesel, the propane, and the water. There's the dryer. So you've got, barley there at the top, canola, corn, oh yeah, oats, sorghum, forgot about those. Soybeans is the big one, I think, for us, and corn, sunflower, and wheat. So you can dry all these crops. When you go look at the price menu, let's go down to just regular soybeans as they come out of the field. So your peak price for soybeans is around $2,200, right? So keep that in mind. That's just harvesting them straight out of the field, putting them in the silo. When you go down to dried soybeans, that one right there, look at the peak price there. It's over 4,000. 40, what does it say, 4,300? So still sell them the same time of the year, but you get almost double what you would get without drying them. So it does pay off to dry them. It's definitely worth it. Now, not all the crops are that way. Some of them it's not almost double. Some of them it's, just a little bit of an increase. Some of it's a pretty significant increase. It just depends on the crop. If you just want to sell the crops, definitely dry them. You'll get a higher payout for them if you dry them. If you want to use your crops for certain productions, like if you want to make flour, if you want to make like the oils and stuff from canola and sunflower, if you want to, whatever the other productions take, don't dry them, because a lot of times the productions won't take them if they're dried. So if you want to use it for production, make sure it's specifically says, it takes corn or it takes dried corn. I know we were on Judith Plains, Montana, and it took both corn and dried corn for is either the whiskey, I think it was the whiskey. So you needed dried corn, both corn, regular corn, and the dried corn to make the whiskey. You're using the one that was put down by Stevie. So the one that Stevie had in here, we got rid of because it uses methane, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can there's actually a mixer over there, I think, that makes methane. It's just a different process to do that. It's just, whatever, floats your boat, or, burns your dryer or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's however you want to do it. Do you get more production from the bakery? Yeah. We don't own the bakery yet. Let's see. Owned, not owned. Let's go to available. That's the other. No, that's the regular bakery. There's probably, I bet there's more than one. I think there is. That's the potato place. So a lot of the productions, make sure you're buying the right one when you get it, because there's duplicates in here. So that's the sweet and treats. So you can do different stuff there. You can make cookies and popcorn and, different things. Soda pop, raisins. I'm not seeing a second bakery. You'd think wood pellets would be worth more than they are, because you have to put wood chips into the wood pellet place. Let me go look at wood pellets again. All right, wood pellets. Wood chips. Yeah, wood pellets is not worth it. Yeah, and it's funny because you have to put wood chips into the wood pellets to sell them or to make them. Where the peak price for wood pellets is $1,200, the peak price for wood chips is $1,500. So why would you waste your time putting your wood chips in there for less payout? I don't know. We'll take the wood chip price. That's what we'll do. Oh, it was the grain mill. That one we actually own. That's why I didn't see any of that in the list. I haven't put anything in there yet. Nope. Go up to the top. To the top. To the top. There we go. Yeah. So you can do the dried stuff. You can do rye, dried barley, dried oats. Yeah, all you need is the dried stuff. So let's see, dried barley, dried oat, dried wheat. And then this has it to where you can do his extra crops in here too. So you can do, if you're on Stevie's map, you can do the rye and you can do the spelt as well. So there's actually two grain mills on Stevie's map. There's this one that does the dried stuff, and then there's the regular flour mill. So I guess if you wanted to run both of them at once and distribute the flour from both at once, you could. Just buy the big one and not the little one. The little one's like the in-game one, so. Oh, that guy finished, didn't he? Good morning, welcome in. Yeah, this kind of is farming ASMR. It's a good thing we don't have the smell ASMR. I talked about this before. They had a it turned out to be an April Fool's Day joke, but back in the day, Giants software posted a box. It was a box that basically had the basic smells of the farm. So you had like the smell of grass, you had the smell of manure, you had the smell, of, different things. And it turned out, it was pretty believable. It looked real. But it turns out that it was an April Fool's joke. So I'm glad that it was, because I can't imagine having, the smell of manure in the studio here, or, it could be bad. Don't want that. That's just wrong, Big Al. Scratch and sniff manure. No. No, no. This is Stevie's S790 combine. Everything, the map is Stevie's map. This is Riverbend Springs 4X by Stevie. The combines, all the combines that we have are Stevie. The trailers that we have are Stevie. The grain cart that we have is Stevie. The planters that we have are Stevie. I want to say the cultivator is Stevie's, but I'm not sure on that one. Don't quote me on that one. Yeah, his map, so we decided to use a lot of his stuff. The only thing that's not Stevie so far on this map are the tractors. He does have some tractors, but we've got... I kind of wanted to dwindle down the amount of mods that I was going to have. So I had to kind of choose which ones I could, go without. And most of the tractors that he had, there were some that were from previous releases of the game, but most of the tractors that he had, we have already. They might have gone a little faster. Most of them had strobe lights. He likes to do strobe lights. Here, let me go see. Yeah, everything we've got here so far has been John Deere. Our last map we were on was kind of a C&H exclusive. Is it C&H? CIH? C&H. Basically, Case and New Holland. We didn't have any deer back on Iowa Plainsview, did we? No, we didn't have any deer back there. So it was all Case, all New Holland. We've done a mix of them before. We've done, deer, Case, New Holland. There's a lot of, other brands out there. I think the Highlands map we had Massey Ferguson and JCB and whatever was kind of popular with that map. Just about got this field almost done. Just a few more passes. We've been working on this literally all morning. This field. We started on it this morning. I started the cotton stripper up there. He's still rolling. It started him at 7, right at 7. And then we got this going just a little after 7. Just a few minutes after 7. But pretty much right at the start. So we've been harvesting this field all day. And that's the first field. We've got corn up there. We've got corn right there. We got soybeans in that field. And then we got soybeans in that field. And that's going to be the field. That field is bigger than this one. Bigger than that one. That one's got a lot of beans in it. Lots and lots and lots of beans. Well, good luck. We're all counting on you. I am serious. Don't call me Shirley. I know where you went with that. I did that at work one time. And one of my coworkers, she's, we're always quoting movies and TV shows and stuff like that. And all the other girls just kind of like, what? What are y'all talking about? And me and her, we I don't know what I'd do without her. We get along pretty good. But yeah, music, movies, TV shows, we're always quoting stuff. And one day I did that gig, and I left for the day, right? Well, I popped my head back in there maybe 10 seconds later. I was like, I just want to tell you all good luck. We're all counting on you. And she busted out laughing. And then I closed the door and waited about, 20, 30 seconds. And then I opened it again. I was like, I just wanted to tell you all good luck. We're all counting on you. And she almost hit the floor. She was laughing so hard. It was a great joke. Not everybody got it, because, a lot of those kids in there, they're young enough. I call them kids because I could be their dad. Probably could be some of them's grandpa, to be honest. But they haven't seen movies that came out. Gosh. Some of them haven't seen movies that came out, just a few years ago. I mean, a lot of the new movies, And there's a lot of big movies out there that they haven't seen. A lot of them hadn't seen, like Indiana Jones or The Goonies or, Star Wars, or some of them hadn't even seen, like The Wizard of Oz or Forrest Gump and all that. And I'm like, that's a tragedy. Spot on, Will. We probably graduated the same year. Born in 86, graduated 05. I think Twitchy, he's probably still watching. He's Twitchy, you might be the oldest one here, I'm not sure. But the kids are, well, the people I call the kids now. They're like, you were born in the 1900s. And I'm like, I'm like, they're not wrong. But saying it like that, it just makes my back hurt even more. So spot on, Bravo Chick. Will and you and I probably graduated the same year. You like the sound of the 20th century better? What are they up to now as far as like the classification of what you are? So you know you had like Generation X, Generation Z, Millennials. What is the classification up to now? I really don't know. I haven't followed it. I stopped following it pretty much after the turn of the millennium. So yeah, we're millennials. No, that's not the word. We're millennials. Yeah. Sometimes I have a peach impediment. The new one is what? The new one is Alpha, but they haven't gotten their name yet. What is their name then? I wonder what is it gonna be? Yeah, Twitchy, I think you're the oldest. So the kids at work would probably say you were born in the mid 1900s. It's sad, really, sometimes. But yeah, being born in the 1900s, it makes me want to say, when we have these young girls come into work, or the students, the interns, they come in and they're like, it kind of makes you want to talk like, yeah, back in my day, I was born in the 1900s, back in the 20th century. We had music still on MTV, and McDonald's was actually pretty good back then, and we had Radio Shack. I'd run down to the Radio Shack and get a phone cord. We needed cords for our phones. And we had Toys R Us, and Sears was the staple. We'd get oh, bless me, my memory being so old. Yeah, we had to dial up the internet using the phone with the cord, and it made an awful racket. Remember the AOL thing, the sound and the "You've got mail." They don't have that anymore. I think they shut all that down, didn't they? AOL is no more. You're one of the few baby boomers still around, yeah. Yeah, if somebody tried to call, it would kick you offline. It was so aggravating. I remember being when we first got the dial-up internet. I'd be on the internet, and then you'd be sitting there downloading a song from Napster, and you spent a long time downloading that one song. Take you 30 minutes to download one song, and you had to try to find a really good quality file. And all of a sudden, you'd hear dirt, 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 and then you'd hear, "Get off the internet! I need to use the phone." That's how you did it back in the day, though. You had a modem and you plugged your phone line into it and you dialed up and made a terrible noise dialing into the thing, and that's how it was done. And then to save our music, we didn't have MP3 players. We had to burn CDs. So that's what we did. We got the CDRs. They had the little kind of blue hue to them, and we got a CD burner, and you could do good quality songs. You could do anywhere from 15 to 20 songs per disc. I still have those discs somewhere. They're in a CD binder that was what you took with you in your car. You'd take that CD binder, and that's what you played your music from. You'd have to go through that and just you'd select which CD. And then we got to the point where we were making playlists on the CDs. So Wish the bales would jump like that onto the trailer in real life. Yeah. I'll say I could see someday them having some type of drone system that picks them up. Do you guys see the new robot that they're going to be releasing next year? I think it's called Neo. It's not Elon Musk's robot. It's another robot, and it's basically like a butler, or kind of like a housemaid. It'll clean, it will do laundry. I think it can cook, or it will be able to. It picks up dog poop. Like, it'll go in your backyard with the bag and pick up the dog poop and dispose of it. It'll vacuum. It's really cool, and it's not too greatly expensive. It's about the price of a car. But I mean, you think about what all it does. I mean, it's basically, I've always said this. You guys remember the show The Jetsons? Well, I'm really showing my age now. They had a maid on there named Rosie the robot. That's basically what I've always wanted. I've wanted a robot that can cook and can clean and can go get the mail and can, vacuum and, do the laundry and, all this stuff. That'd be pretty cool. It's I think the starting price for it, they said 20,000, which actually it's cheaper than a car. Well, than, most cars. Or you can pay, I think they said they had like a payment plan where you could do like 400 and something a month. Last pass on this field. Woohoo! You need that alarm clock out of the Jensens? Yeah. For a while, I have not had the use for an alarm clock. I do not need it. I'm always up. I wish I, utilize an alarm clock. I can't. Maybe it's all part of getting older or something. I don't know. But you don't sleep as much. Yeah, I need to find this trailer. Wonder what category it's under, but that says that holds 400,000 liters. That would be good. That would be, we could use that as a fuel trailer because I think it does the diesel too, doesn't it? Yeah. You do the standard capacity, which is 32,000. You do 400,000, 250,000. Even 250,000 would be good. That'd be about like Stevie's trailers. And then some of Stevie's actually go up past 400, so may have to invest in this. Trade in the Thunder Creek for that. Alright, I'm gonna let you get that last little bit there, Fuzzy. I left the grain cart over here. We can just empty into that, and then we'll head these up the road. I need to fuel up anyway. I just hit the farm. Got it done. So we got... I'm trying to do math in my head. We're gonna have more than this. We got 960,000 liters. Plus off of this, because this, it's not including what I'm dumping into this grain cart now, and it doesn't include what you have in your combine. So we got almost a million liters of soybeans off of this field. I don't know, the Thunder Creek is nice because you can fuel on the go. It's small enough to get in there to fuel on the go, but we do have those front tanks that I can get too that we could use, that you can put diesel in those too, and that would make it easier to fuel on the go from them. I'm assuming you can fuel from them. Yeah, you should be able to. We might try that. Get a tractor, like a dedicated fuel tractor. Okay, yeah, that'd be fine. Alright, so I think we're going to keep everything going here, but I think that's going to be it for today. It is lunchtime. And I'm going to go get me some pizza out of there. So, you guys make sure, if you haven't already, subscribed over to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/thegrainarcade. Make sure you follow here on twitch.tv/thegrainarcade. Make sure you go follow John too, twitch.tv/Plow. He's playing this same map. So, yeah. We'll see you guys, I guess, in the next one. Have a great week. Stay warm. It's gonna be cold here. And I'm gonna try to stay warm too. Eat me some pizza. Alright, until the next time, remember, you reap what you sow. Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one.